Unsolved, a Nancy Drew production. Tonight's episode, the murders of Johnny Swindle and his new wife, Joyce.
Johnny and Joyce Swindle were killed in a place called Ocean Beach, San Diego, on February 5th, 1964, at approximately 8:10 p.m. Johnny Swindle was born in Alabama on July 4th, 1943. When he enlisted in the military in 1960, he might have gave a false age, because some places they give the birth year of 1942. Johnny decided to take some leave from his San Diego duty station and return home to Jasper, Alabama. While there, on January 18, 1964, he married his high school sweetheart, Joyce, also 19 years old. They traveled back to San Diego for their honeymoon. They rented an apartment on the beach and spent time together fishing, sightseeing, and taking walks on the beach every night. On the night of February 5th, 1964, less than 3 weeks after their wedding, the couple was gunned down while walking along the Pacific Ocean beach. A gunman in hiding opened fire and shot Johnny and Joyce several times, disabling them. He then came up to them and shot each in the head. His weapon fired 22 long rifle hollow point bullets. Joyce died at the scene. Johnny was taken to the hospital, where he died a few hours later without regaining consciousness. Okay, this is a modern day look at the crime scene. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to an overview look after this look. But this look is just to give you an idea of what it looks like today. So you can see the rocks down there by the beach. And on high tide, the water goes over the rocks. And on low tide, the rocks are all open. And people can walk on the rocks and see all kinds of sea life. Johnny and Joyce were shot dead right there where the X is, above the rocks on that little concrete there. And I'm not sure if that concrete steps were there or not. They probably were. Okay, and then the Z is where the suspect was, standing up above, and he shot down at them. And then the Z1 is where he possibly was sighted, and then Z2 is where a man was running away, and so it's another possible sighting. And now I'm going to go to the above shot. So in this shot, you can see the alleyways, and so you can see where the suspect moved along through. And then at the bottom of the screen, I listed the 3 streets: Niagara on the left-hand side and Del Monte on the right. And then the suspect, the Z, he shot down at the couple and wounded both of them. Then he went down there and shot each one of them in the head. And then he came back up, went up the street, turned right on the alley, went to that spot, then moved up, and then turned right again and went down the alleyway to Del Monte Avenue. And there he was seen running up the street. And here's who I think committed the murders: Rodney Hamlin. He was in San Diego at that time, and he was up north near Vallejo at the time of those murders. Well, this ends this episode of Unsolved. And I think I'm going to come back to this episode, maybe with a part 2, and go into more detail. I kind of ran out of time. So I'll see you the next time.